West Denver. Sleep deprived and heavily caffeinated.
All right, let's do this then.
This is the Jeff and Bill Show.
I don't agree with that.
They don't always agree, but hey, at least they have coffee.
Coffee.
And each other.
I love you, man.
God help us.
I want to bless him. We need all the help we can get.
Now here's Jeff Hunt and Bill Thorpe. The Jeff and Bill Show on News Talk 710 KNUS.
Let me do this.
It is 6 a.m. in the Mile High City on this Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. Good morning, Denver, Colorado. You've tuned into the Jeff and Bill Show, News Talk 710, KNUS. Bill.
Yes.
It is a big day on many fronts.
Oh, yes, it is.
First
Yes.
of all, we are broadcasting live from the IHOP at I-25 and Colorado Boulevard, just kicking
Yes.
it off down here. People are starting to come in.
Yeah, it's really nice.
morning.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for being here
She's
early with
rocking a
us.
Trump hat.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's a nice hat. That's
Great
one
hat.
thing. His marketing is fantastic. Speaking of marketing, there's a special wedding that it seems like the U.S. is going to have to prepare for.
Yeah, big deal.
Huge celebrity
in fact,
wedding
this
coming
show started around
Yes.
the Taylor Swift conversation.
Yes, that's the crazy part.
we
is,
were
yeah.
talking about her bodyguard.
Yes, whether or not he should go,
and defend Israel.
Yes,
and all
exactly.
That stuff. Yeah.
So in some ways, she's responsible for putting us together, and now she has created her own little special couple with Travis Kelce.
Well,
That's pretty
I
cool.
do want to congratulate fans of the show, Taylor
Yes,
Swift
this is
and
nice,
Travis
yeah.
Kelce, because
This is
it
kinda
was 2 weeks ago that we were saying,
Yeah,
hey, Travis, why aren't you proposing?
yeah. Why aren't you putting a ring on it? Yeah, and that's funny that I didn't figure that out until you mentioned it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It is 2 weeks away from when we were talking about it. So
And
it's
then guess
just
what?
when he was supposed to be doing it.
The proposal took place 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
just now got revealed.
Yeah, just now. So it's 2 weeks ago when we were talking about it. Yeah.
She's got quite a team around her that can keep that quiet.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous. Although, I will give a shout out to a friend of mine that shared a picture. Now, if you've seen the picture of the wonderful engagement photo, I mean, wow, it looks like the cover of a magazine. But a friend of mine shared with me some memes that were going around Instagram, and one of them was, if your friend sends you this Instagram picture of their engagement, you're about to have to pay $5,000 for a destination wedding. I said, yeah, that's what you should expect. The other one was, oh, that ring. Taylor got her own Super Bowl ring. That was, dang, that is big.
Well, dude, what do you...
Yeah.
I mean...
I know, because what do? There's that borderline of, am I going for something that would be more appropriate to something Elton John would wear on stage, or is it something that would be more subdued? And the nice balance. What'd you think of the ring? You saw the ring. What'd you think?
I'm not a ring guy. I looked at it and was like, oh, that's big.
Yeah, it's
And then
enormous.
I couldn't tell you what
it's
cut
nice.
that is,
Yeah,
or
that was nice.
color or
Yeah.
anything like that. But
It was, that was
if you're
going to
propose to one of, if not the wealthiest woman in the world, it better be impressive.
Oh yeah, it better be impressive. It better, look better than anything else that she has. And also saw on Instagram a picture that said, the picture of the engagement ring. It said, this picture is calling me single and poor. And that's basically it. So you're like, wow, that's quite a ring. But I'm excited. The big thing that I'm thinking of that I had a lot of friends talking about yesterday is, where's the wedding going to be held? Because this is an event, and we were talking about with my music friends, it was like the idea of, if Taylor and Travis did this right, you could almost bid for it like the Olympics. Because if you think about it, it is going to be that much of an event. Would you put it in Kansas City? She's from Philly originally. Would you put it in Philly? Do you put it in Nashville, where she spent most of her time growing up?
Yeah, right.
So where do you go? And I still think that if it doesn't happen, or something large doesn't happen in Kansas City, they're going to be mad, because they feel part ownership of this relationship, because she fell in love with a guy's playing for their team. So they feel there's some ownership there. So I think the big argument now is, where's it going to be? Or does she pull a Bezos and leave the country? And that, I think, would be hard. That would be really difficult for the Swifties.
And is it going to be televised and all that stuff?
Oh, no, I don't.
Because remember the Kardashians
Yeah.
televised their wedding. And I think there's a direct correlation, I've read this before,
Yeah.
on the amount spent on the wedding and the likelihood of being divorced.
Oh, wow.
Which means the more you spend on the wedding, the higher the likelihood you might get divorced.
Wow. Maybe jeez. Maybe Bezos should have read that story before he did the whole thing. Because otherwise, wow, that's not good. That's not good at all.
So you think that politicians will be competing to host the wedding?
I think there is going to be some of that.
Did with the gay games here?
I do think there's going to be some of that where if you have a way to talk to Taylor's people, I think you have to reach out because not only is it an event,
financial benefit.
Yes,
right?
it's not just an
it's
event.
An economic boom to the community.
It's going to be a huge boom. So you're looking at it. It is going to bring in something on par of things like Olympic Games, but it is going to make your
Games.
Here's the thing: is she had so much. That tour made so much money and the idea being this is Taylor's wedding. If she decided to make it a multi-day event and sell tickets, how many millions of people do you think would show up? If it was this is Taylor's
would you want
wedding.
to get married that way though?
It's not about if I want to get married. It's just a matter of I'm just asking about could you bring as many people here as for something like an Olympic Games event? Yeah, I think you could. If you did, I mean, again, if she leaned into it and it was a multi-day event, yes, I think she could.
So you think we're going to have like helicopters circling?
Oh yeah, absolutely will.
And
yeah.
pictures being taken.
Oh yeah, because those pictures are going to be worth so much money.
Yeah,
they're going to be worth so much money, and that's something that she's going to have to prepare against. But if you bring it to your city, not only does it become a cultural event, it puts your city on the map. You also then get Taylor Swift tourism after the event, and then you get all the tourism during the event. Because imagine wherever she gets married, you now can put a 50% bonus on top of whatever you're charging right now, because now you're at Taylor Swift's wedding event. So, like, if she
you're going to be out like on the side of the street with merch, huh?
Yes. Oh, yeah. If it was here, merch. Why not? Absolutely, absolutely. This is an event.
So, to Jared Polis, who I know listens to the show, Jared, I'd much rather you put your effort into trying to acquire the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift wedding than the gay games.
Hey, I'd take all of them. Just give me the tourism. I just want the tourism dollars. That's it.
That's right. You were like, I'll take the Proud Boys.
Yeah, the tourism dollars. That's fine. As long as I don't get off the chain, we're fine. That's fine.
So we've got a lot to cover. We are doing a live broadcast at the IHOP at I-25 and Colorado Boulevard today. This is going to be a wild morning, as during the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to be joined by Representative Stephen Woodrow.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Who's no conservative Republican.
No. Not at all. It's great that he's shown up. That's fantastic.
And this is his district.
Yeah.
So whenever we go and do these live broadcasts, I always invite the lawmakers, and they're pretty much always in Democrat areas.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then they never say that they're going to come.
No.
Because Democrats run away from me. And, hey, Jones here. Look
hey,
at
Joan,
that
look at that. Nice hat. Nice
That's a
hat.
fantastic hat.
That is
Joan
fantastic.
Just showed up.
Joan from Rickman's here.
And
this
then
is wonderful.
Representative Rose Puglisi is going to join us. Fireworks on the floor of the House of Representatives yesterday over the Ryan Armagosta issue. What happened there? Rose even leaving.
That's crazy.
Leaving the floor,
wow.
saying she couldn't deal with the lies coming from Monica Duran, I think.
Jeez.
So we're going to get the latest on all that today. Come on down. Swing by. Breakfast, $7.10, Bill.
Yeah, $7.10 gets you their pancake breakfast. So any of the pancake stacks also, you get the eggs any way you want is the other option, along with hash browns. You get your choice of meat, ham, bacon, sausage, and they'll throw in a short stack of the pancakes as well. And so that's what I need. Come on down here, I-25 and Colorado Boulevard, just a little bit north. We're in the shopping center on the west side of the street. You can see us right there in the parking lot. Come on in. Yeah, have breakfast with us.
Love to see you. Now is time for News and Comment with Blake Olson.
Blake Olson.
Blake Olson, News and Comment.
Hey, good Wednesday morning, hump day, 60 and mostly cloudy in Denver, expecting a high of 76 today. This portion of the news sponsored by Pastor Camp Heating and Air Conditioning at 303-777-1234 to learn more about special savings opportunities on Lennox equipment. Our top story.
Taylor Swift is engaged. Taylor Swift is engaged. Come back to me. She just posted it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, it's huge. The ring is ginormous. This is exciting. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's on her Instagram. It's on her Instagram. It's on her Instagram. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I feel like Paul Revere right now.
Olivia Rinaldi, a reporter for CBS just outside the White House. She looks at herself as Paul Revere because she reported Taylor Swift is engaged to Travis Kelce. Then she went on the air. This was her on the air.
In my professional career, because I get to announce that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. As you're talking to Joe Lang, our lovely producer Gabby Ake texted me and said Taylor Swift's engaged, and you can see it right there on her social media. She put it up in that post that they got engaged with the caption, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married," with a
For the love of God. DJT was polite about the news.
Well, I wish him a lot of luck. No, I think I think he's a great player. I think he's a great guy. I think that she's a terrific person. So I wish them a lot of luck.
Nice job. DJT did the right thing.
That's right. And I saw Charlie Kirk, too, said, I hope they get married and have lots of kids. And
Yes,
and
a lot of kids.
This is one of those moments where the progressives do the talk left, walk right thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Taylor Swift, no Republican conservative in her politics, but she's living her life as if she's a social conservative.
True.
She's picked
I
one
think
man.
she really is. Yeah.
She's going to hopefully have a healthy marriage.
Yeah.
That's all social conservatives talk about. We say that is the foundation of our society is strong morals, religious values,
Yes.
healthy marriages,
Yes.
invest in your relationships and your kids and all that stuff. And you get that kind of talk left, walk right type of thing. But, hopefully she lives the life of a good social conservative.
Well, John and I were just talking off the air, and you guys were talking about selling tickets. I think if they have a family and she gets pregnant, I think they should sell tickets to the delivery and do it at Arrowhead Stadium. Okay.
Now, I do got to ask Bill this because I went back and watched our videos from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And you said, I think it was you or it was Blake, but I think it was you, said she'll get engaged but not married.
Yeah, that was
Yes, that was Billy.
Yeah, what I talked about is there were at the new year. One of my friends does kind of a list of predictions, and they're all just random, and you kind of have predictions. And so there are predictions that you think are going to come true, and then there are ones you kind of put a flyer on. You kind of sit there and say, okay, I'll take kind of a Hail Mary and try to figure it out. Also, just to make the list interesting. So in order to make the list interesting, I said, okay, here's my feeling that Taylor and Travis will get engaged, but they won't get married. It'll be one of those eternal engagements. Now, do I at my core feel that? No, I really do, but I think it's interesting. I think that it could be. Is there a couple that could end up having that very, very long engagement? Yeah, it could. Yeah, this one could go that way.
I think with all the pressure, there's no way this engagement lasts longer than 2 years.
Yeah, I could see that. But I think at the
Because
2 years,
if it
would
crosses a year from now,
Yeah.
people are going to be going, when is it? When's
yeah.
the date? What's
Yeah.
going to happen?
Yeah.
All that stuff. I mean, so I'm going to ask you gentlemen right now.
Yeah.
What's the timeline here?
Oh.
I say a year from last June 15th. How about that? A year from June 15th. So about 10 months away.
Okay.
I would probably, now the thing is, I'm not comfortable putting a date on it because my friends that are deeper into the Swiftie universe would know times of the year that would be important to Taylor, and so they would probably know if spring or fall is going to be something that she's going to lean towards. I would just guess spring, but I have no idea. Again, I bet that this is just going to be a long internal engagement, so I don't know. I'm not sure. My guess would be next spring, but I don't know what they're going to want to do. How are they going to want to do this? Is it going to be a big royal type Princess Diana-esque wedding, or are they going to try to do something that is much, much smaller?
No, I'm going big.
See what they can do.
I'm
I don't know.
going big.
I don't know.
I think the girls love June weddings.
Yeah.
I think girls. What do you think? June
Absolutely.
weddings, fall weddings.
Yeah, June's the month.
Offered to officiate. You knew that,
Did Polis offer to officiate the wedding?
Oh, great. That would be illegitimate.
I said that Comey has first dibs.
Joan's here with us, and Joan said that Polis offered to officiate, but that Comey has first dibs, which is hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
I think the girls love June weddings, and Taylor seems peak girl. So I mean,
It could be, although, and I'm just doing the searching right now, and I'd forgotten Christmas is very important to her.
Christmas is her favorite
Yeah,
time of
I'd
year.
forgotten that Christmas,
Do
because she's done
girls
the Christmas
want to
album.
get married during Christmas, though?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
My wedding that I wanted to have
Yeah.
was Christmas. I
Uh-huh.
always dreamed of a Christmas.
Joan always dreamed of
Yeah.
a Christmas
Nice.
wedding.
My parents' wedding anniversary is December 29th. So it was right there. It was between Christmas and New Year's for exactly that reason. However, they made the brilliant choice to do it the end of December in Wisconsin. Quite literally, my mom was dropped off about a block and a half from the church, and she had to carry the dress over her head and had to step over the new snow that had fallen the night before that was about 2.5 feet. So she had to go through 2.5 feet walking in her boots, holding the dress above her head in order to get into the church.
Uphill both ways.
Well, don't know about that one, but yeah, that's
I got married on the 4th of July.
Oh, wow. Joan got married on the 4th of July.
On the 4th of July.
Same with
That's
my
nice.
parents. That's awesome.
I got married on
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Day
All right.
because
No
Sundays.
wonder you're so open-minded.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sundays on a 3-day weekend were
Right.
the cheapest.
We got married in September because I liked that time of year based on the colors. It was just absolutely gorgeous because everything had turned to those fall colors, and yeah, that was just really, really important.
September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. September.
All right. Well, continue on, Mr.
All right,
Yeah.
here's a nice transition. Now, I better play this before I go on to that story. The best talk about weddings was from Marco Rubio yesterday during the long cabinet meeting. I think it went over 3 hours, but here's Marco Rubio.
This thing about people getting married on Saturdays during college football season is a scourge, Mr. President. It's divided families. I don't know if we can have an executive order on this. It's insane, but it's really difficult. There's 7 other months of the year that people can get married, so I just wanted to say that because it's very, very difficult. Thank you.
Absolutely. Never get married in the fall on Saturday. Come on. Got college football. 24 bodies plus multiple containers of bones and several containers of probable human tissue found at the Davis Mortuary in Pueblo are now in possession of the El Paso County coroner. Investigators are attempting to uncover why the bodies were found in a hidden room of the mortuary during a routine inspection. The co-owner, Brian Cotter, said some of the bodies had been in that room for around 15 years and that he had given family members of the deceased fake remains. There is an effort to recall Cotter from his role as Pueblo County coroner. You think petitioners can begin collecting signatures in 60 days. Health officials in Larimer County have announced the first West Nile virus death of the year. The death of an adult from Fort Collins was reported Tuesday by the county's Department of Health and Environment. 20 confirmed cases of the virus have been recorded in the county so far this year. The health department is asking residents to adopt effective measures to ward off mosquitoes, including the use of approved types of insect repellent before going outside. The DOJ wants the Supreme Court to let the Trump administration withhold billions of dollars in foreign aid. The DOJ filed an emergency appeal requesting the court pause a federal judge's order that would force the Trump administration to continue making payments. DJT making it clear if you murder someone in D.C., an eye for an eye.
Anybody murders something in the Capitol, capital punishment, capital punishment. If somebody kills somebody in the Capitol, Washington, D.C., we're going to be seeking the death penalty. And that's a very strong preventative. and everybody that's heard it agrees with it. I don't know if we're ready for it in this country, but where you have it, it is. We have no choice.
I love it. Democrats holding a crybaby conference this week in Minneapolis. Here's what they did on Tuesday.
So if you're for trans votes, if you're for securing Medicare, if you're for LGBT rights, API rights, this is how we enlarge our party. Someone said the other day, hey, this is a non-binding resolution that no one has to pay attention to, but people are paying attention.
Keep it up. Lawyers for Kilmar Garcia are filing an emergency motion to reopen his asylum case after he was rearrested on Monday, this time threatened with deportation to Uganda. Of course, a federal judge is now blocking officials from deporting him while his case plays out. The Broncos have set their initial roster for the new season. Corner Damari Mathis was cut. Mathis started 18 games over the previous 3 seasons. Broncos kick it off a week from Sunday. College football kicks off tomorrow. Wyoming at Akron. Friday, CU plays host to Georgia Tech. Caden Salter will start at quarterback, and Ralphie Six will not run. Going into retirement. Will be staying home on the ranch this season. So will they have a Buffalo? Will there be a Ralphie 7? The succession plan is in place. I hope so, but at least on Friday, they'll be running out without Ralphie in front of them. Rockies beat Houston 6-1. 59 in Lone Tree, 61 in Greenwood Village, 60 in Denver. Jeff and Billy continue from the IHOP. Blake Olson, News Talk 710 KNUS.
Through Saturday, temperatures will still be a bit below average, and the chances of occasional showers and thunderstorms will remain high. Night and morning patchy fog as well. Upper 70s to near 80 today. A good chance of showers and thunderstorms. Upper 50s tonight. A good chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All 3 days, high 70s to near 80. Weather is service of L&L Heating and Air Conditioning. For quick, trustworthy, and dependable service, call L&L Heating and Air Conditioning at 720-851-1691. Visit them online at bestdenverhvac.com. You'll be comfortable with L&L. Meteorologist Don Day in the 710 KNUS Weather Center.
Welcome back to the Jeff and Bill Show. We're doing a special live broadcast from the IHOP at I-25 and Colorado Boulevard. Friends showing up. You all are the early birds. Y'all get up early, don't you?
Yeah, Joan from Lakewood is here. This is nice.
Joan's got her Trump 2024 cowboy hat on. We got another Trump hat here. And he's wearing purple. Are you... he could be a Colorado independent back there wearing purple.
Yeah, now coming out, we're at I-25 and Colorado Boulevard, just a little bit north of there, west side of the street in the parking lot over there. And now come on out, and we have got a very special IHOP breakfast for you for $7.10. You can get any of the stack of pancakes. You also can get their pancake breakfast, which is eggs, the way you want them, along with hash browns, your choice of the meat, and the stack of pancakes. All of that for $7.10. Plus, the coffee is delicious. There's not going to be a better breakfast deal in town. We'd love to see you. Say hello. Come on and swing by. Also, we were talking Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift getting engaged. I just realized, based on a timeline I was looking at, they got engaged before the podcast, before the New Heights podcast.
Oh, really? When they were on there together?
Yes. So you have to realize
took
that
the ring off.
Yes. So during the New Heights podcast, they actually were engaged. It would happen a couple of days prior to that. And so that's how good they can keep this thing under wraps. I'm getting more and more convinced they might be able to pull off something and get this wedding done before we know. You know, not the idea of a secret wedding, but the idea of, you know, maybe there aren't as many leaks. Also, I found out that it's in Lee's Summit, Missouri.
Yeah.
There's a garden there. Yeah, but tiny little garden. And already the garden is already advertising that this is where Travis and Taylor.
That's a historic monument.
Yeah. So they're saying they already have had a whole bunch of inquiries about where is it. Yeah, things like that.
So, Bill, help me understand why she didn't marry a fellow artist, right? She's a creative type, and she married the football star.
Well,
that's true. Again, the ladies pointed out she ain't married yet.
You know, the thing is, she found someone that, you know, that filled the other side of whatever was missing, whoever that is. And I'm just happy that she found someone that can deal with her lifestyle and deal with the pressure that comes with being Mr. Taylor Swift. And that is going to be something incredibly hard to do. I remember hearing Russell Wilson talk about when he got involved with Ciara, how you think you're an NFL star, but being a global music superstar, that's another level entirely, that you don't understand that level of fame.
Yeah, but wasn't she like...
Oh, she did
some
know
of
the
her
stars.
songs. Some of her songs were about like, I'm not the cheerleader. The football boys don't pay attention to me. I'm kind of artsy, and then she ends up with the captain of the football team. Essentially,
no, that's really, that's not really the theme behind her music at all. In fact, there is a song that's called Just Like High School that people talk about, maybe written about Travis. And it's the idea that you make me feel like I'm back in high school. So, no, I would disagree. I would disagree with your idea that she's like, I'm not the cheerleader. I'm this artsy person. Don't get me. No, not at all. That's not at all her messaging. No, I would disagree with that. I would disagree with that 110%. Yeah.
She always kind of, what's that song? She wears short. I wear.
That's it. There we go. You belong to me.
Did he really call that out from the back of the restaurant?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but again, I don't.
Isn't it, I thought her whole kind of personality was like, I'm not the most popular girl. The boys, the football boys, don't really pay attention.
Not necessarily.
I'm kind of more edgy and creative.
No, there's a part of that. There's a part that she talks about, but not necessarily. No, I would disagree with that.
All right.
No, I mean, she doesn't lean into being the super pop Charlie XCX, Katy Perry, Sabrina Carpenter type of genre, but she doesn't have to. But she did have an evolution through that. When she broke out of the country side of things and came into pop music, she did have a pop era, but she wasn't really, she's beyond that as far as it. Beyonce had a pop era as well, but she doesn't do that anymore. But no, yeah.
But all of her other boyfriends up until this, I thought, were like other musicians. Like that was
and there were
her
some,
world.
there were some
other
actors
musicians.
too. There were some actors and musicians. Yeah.
So the boys she was attracted to were the creative types, and then she ends up with the dude that gets paid to hit people.
Well, here's the thing, though, is I think it has more to do with who you're exposed to in your social circles. That has a whole hell of a lot more to do with who she was dating and why. The idea that prior to her meeting Travis or doing anything else, just randomly going out with a football player would be kind of strange, only because that's who she had in her social circles. The musicians were the people in her social circles. That's why you end up dating people, just like with your current wife, the idea that you guys dated early on and then reconnected later.
Yeah.
But it would have been really weird if just out of the blue, that let's say that you weren't even living in D.C. She was in D.C., you were living in Sacramento, and you were going out there for a weekend. And you're like, hey, want to go on a date? Yeah, that's weird. Because, again, different social circle.
So then how did...
I don't know how they got together.
Well, didn't he pursue her? I thought he had, like, the friendship bracelet with his phone number
there were
on it.
There were a couple of things in there that he did. There was I think part of it started when there was a kiss, marry, kill question that was asked to him, and he talked about kissing Taylor. And that was something that you would do of the 3 choices. And I think that started kind of the ball rolling, and people were like, oh, that would be neat to see them. And yeah.
But he was the one that pursued her, right?
I have no idea.
It seems like this was like an old-fashioned, like the dude. Set the eyes on the lady.
To be fair, you are expecting me to know a heck of a lot more about Taylor Swift's romantic life than I actually know. I can do more on the music side of things. I didn't pay attention to that side of the music life of things. I don't know. I have no idea.
I think he
I have
pursued
no
her.
clue.
I think this is like an old-fashioned American love story. The football player and the cute
the thing for me is that if you are a NFL player and a global pop star, I don't think you can ever have an old-fashioned American love story. I don't think that can exist just because of what they have.
Let's just make America great again. They just need to invite Donald Trump to the wedding now.
No, he hates her. He hates her.
Congratulating her.
But
he was congratulating her.
He said he hates her.
This is America back, Bill. You just don't see it.
He said he
Donald
hates her.
Trump needs to be at that wedding. And look, America's coming back.
Why would he have to be at the wedding? Why would you do that?
It's the football star. It's the...
I don't know why you'd put him at the
This is
wedding.
an all-American wedding. All right, we'll continue. You're listening to the Jeff and Bill Show.
This is Denver's Talk Leader, News Talk 710 KNUS. At least $10 if you throw on that coffee. You can get that for less, and it's going to be made fresh, hot, and made to order just the way that you want, delivered to your table, and you're not eating in your car. Same thing if you roll through that fast food place as well. Don't do that. It's way too greasy. You don't want to get all over yourself. Come on in, hang out with us, have a wonderfully hot, fresh, prepared breakfast just the way you like it. Some coffee, and we'll take pictures with you and hang out with you. Yeah, come on by. We're at I-25 and Colorado Boulevard this morning.
Lots of text messages coming in on the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce.
Yeah, what did
and
they
true
say?
to form, they're on both sides.
Of course.
People
Love you
going,
guys.
let's talk more about this. And then Jay from Louisville going, please, for the love of God, move on past Taylor Swift, which we will. We will.
Yeah, we will eventually.
But I'm making the argument, Bill, that this is all part of Make America Great Again. That America's coming back. America's sweetheart, football star, getting married.
Is she, though?
Look at the
here's the
press
thing.
covering this. Everybody's happy. You got couples getting engaged. We hope they have babies. Charlie Kirk celebrating that. Donald Trump celebrating it.
Well,
American culture's back.
Here's the thing. What I think you're doing is you are trying to adopt the Swift verse and the popularity that she has, because remember, she was a persona non grata, according to MAGA, during the election, because she said that she wanted to have this person that wasn't Donald Trump, and she encouraged people to go out and vote, and that was horrible. How could she possibly do this? She was tearing America apart at the time. She was horrible. And so now for MAGA to go, oh, look at this. It's a wonderful love story, and now she's doing the American story. You hated her 8 months ago. You hated her. Donald Trump said, I hate Taylor Swift.
We come back together. Look at Marco Rubio and Donald Trump. It was little hands Marco. Now they're all friends. They've come together. They're working to advance the American way. And now you got America's sweetheart. She's getting married. Everybody's happy, celebrating it.
MAGA didn't call her America's sweetheart prior to this. Again, you guys are trying to adopt it. You've seen something cool, and you're trying to adopt the cultural moment.
No.
Yes, you're trying to adopt it.
You want to talk about adoption?
You're trying to adopt it.
She's acting like a social conservative.
Trying to
She's
adopt
married
it.
One man. It's great. She's putting behind the kind of sexual revolution of the 60s and 70s.
What?
Right?
What? I don't.
She's getting married.
You don't even know. You have no clue what you're talking about on this one. No, she's. The thing is, yes, she's getting married.
She's acting like a social conservative.
There are a lot of people. I remember. Okay, so Kamala Harris is married. Is she a social conservative? She acting like a social conservative? She's married.
Yeah.
She's married. So just if you get married, you're acting.
One man, one woman. Isn't that what social conservatives talk about? You want to talk about adopting? You guys are adopting our worldview.
No, not at all. This is silly. No. It's the idea of just one man, one married is not the purview of a conservative worldview or the conservative universe.
It is the foundation, Bill, of our worldview.
How many times has Donald Trump been married? Curious. How many times? How many times has he cheated?
Three times, I think,
How many times has he cheated on his wife? We know he's cheated on every one of them. We know. It has been published.
What's your point?
I'm just saying, I thought we were talking about social conservatism and being America's sweetheart. And what I'm saying is the guy that is the scion, that is the standard bearer for this.
Just the leader of the Republican Party right now.
He's the standard bearer for the MAGA universe. And he's the standard bearer. And he hasn't been following what you're saying, and now Taylor, who is more on the liberal side of things, you're now trying to adopt her because you like what she's doing.
I'm not adopting her.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
Pointing
You just called her America's sweetheart and said that she's being conservative.
She is living as a social conservative.
No, you're just trying to adopt her because it's a cultural moment.
How is she not living like a social conservative?
Because she supports Pride Month. And she supports the LGBTQ.
And is she choosing? Isn't she adopting the idea of marriage as between one man, one woman?
No, she's getting married. No, she's getting married.
Right.
Yeah.
To
she's
who?
getting married.
To
Travis Kelce.
And who else?
I'm sorry. Hang on a sec. So what you're saying is that unless someone goes out there and marries multiple partners, they're being conservative? That's silly.
That is silly. The social conservative worldview.
That is silly. No, that is just a worldview. It's silly. This is silly.
Okay.
The idea that if you just get married, you're participating in the social conservative worldview. That is just
100%.
silly. That is just silly. on its face
No,
that is silly.
You're just dismissing it, but it is true.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's not.
It is one man, one woman committed in monogamy to each other, to raising the children.
So Donald Trump's not a social conservative then. He's not a social conservative. Donald Trump is not.
We have
Donald
said
Trump
that since the beginning. We have said that since the beginning. That's not
Donald Trump
that's
not being
something
a social
new
conservative.
to us.
This is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. That what we're doing is we are throwing Donald Trump out of conservative America and we're adopting Taylor Swift. What? What? Where? What happened? Where are we? What sort of looking glass have I fallen through where all of a sudden now Donald Trump is not an example of being a social conservative in America and Taylor Swift is?
Bill, I don't know.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I don't know any time when
silly.
we were saying that Donald Trump was the scion of social conservatism. He embraced social conservatives. He was happy to be part of the coalition that included social conservatives. He
Making
advocated
America great again and the whole other thing.
Right.
Yeah, I know,
and then
I know, yes.
Bill, bottom line, social conservative values are winning in America right now, and Taylor Swift is the perfect example of it.
Taylor Swift is a liberal Democrat.
Who embraces social conservative values.
No, again, if you have to find support for social conservative values in a person like Taylor Swift, who proudly says that she's a liberal, then I think that you may need to check what's going on here.
Bill,
you may be reaching. You may be reaching. Maybe trying to find too many fans where they are not.
Bill,
they
early
simply
on,
are not.
I said she is talking left and walking right. And that is exactly what she's doing. And social conservatives have talked about this. Like the elite libs, okay?
Yeah.
The elite libs all talk about sexual freedom and pride and all that stuff, and then live like they're social conservatives. And part of the breakdown of society is that worldview that they have of talk left, walk right, transcends down into the masses. They can cover up for broken marriages, but when you're poor, when you're in the lower class in America, you can't cover up with your wealth the breakdown of marriages. And so this unique dynamic takes place in America where they promote sexual freedom, but then when it comes down to the way they're actually going to live their lifestyle, they tend to live like social conservatives.
She had other long-term relationships beforehand that probably involved them doing the Humpty Hump. I disagree that would necessarily fall into the world of social conservatives.
And when it comes down to what she's going to do for the rest of her life and how she's going to raise her children, what does she
and Donald Trump has chosen 3 different ladies and cheated on all of them. Yet he's considered the social conservative. He's considered the leader of the conservative movement, and now the person that told someone to vote for Kamala Harris and also promotes pride. You're like, obviously a social conservative.
I'm just pointing out.
No idea what you're talking about.
I'm pointing out
no
when
idea
the
what you're
rubber
talking
hits
about.
the road,
You have no idea what you're talking about.
She lives like a social conservative.
No, the issue is that a monogamous relationship isn't the only purview of being a social conservative. That's it. Full stop.
No, but it's a big part of what we believe.
No, that is one plank of what you believe, but that doesn't mean that people that are on the liberal side of things also don't believe that. The people that are liberal that can be Democrats also believe in a strong marriage, and that could be absolutely true. Yeah.
They can't even define the word marriage.
Sure
All
they
right.
can. Sure they can.
We'll continue.
Yes.
You're listening to the Jeff and Bill Show.
This is Denver's Talk Leader News Talk 710 KNUS.
Welcome back to the Jeff and Bill Show. We're doing a live broadcast. So many of our friends are coming out here. It's great to see. Jay's out. Hey, Jay.
Oh, my gosh. An artist is here. And
Artist?
Joan from Littleton.
Yep.
Yeah. This is awesome.
We're having fun here. Doing a live broadcast at I-25 and Colorado Boulevard, the IHOP, right next to the Runner's Roost.
Yeah.
I used to come. This thing's been here for 30 years.
Yes, it has. It's still been
I
here.
used to swing by and buy my running shoes when I was running cross country.
Oh, I know. And speaking of Taylor Swift, my wife and I had our very first date in a restaurant that doesn't exist anymore right here. Not stone's throw from where we're sitting right now.
And what restaurant was that?
It was Bennigan's at the time. She remembered, I didn't. She remembered. I did not.
Bennigan's. Is that where they had to wear the flare?
They all did that at that time. Bennigan's was come out of a lighter, but that was like TGI Fridays and those things. Yeah, they had to do all the suspenders and all the stuff on the wall. Look, there's a moose that's wearing a party hat. That's neat.
I've totally thrown Bill off today. I feel like I insulted by saying that Taylor Swift is living like a social conservative.
I have a hard time figuring that out as far as how to come to that conclusion, other than this is cool. I want to be in the cool group, so now I'm going to go say that's cool. That's the cool group that I'm doing, regardless of, that's okay. That's okay.
Well, the debate is hot. The food is good. Come on down to the IHOP at I-25 and Colorado Boulevard. But now it's time for what everybody wants to wake up to. You choose the news.
Yes, it's that time of the morning where we get to make questionable decisions. It's You Choose the News, America's favorite fake radio news game show. You know how this works. I spent mere moments very early this morning finding really dumb stories about us humans, giving them more ridiculous headlines so that we can play this fake radio news game show. Why would we do this? Well, most of the time, those in charge have no idea we are being this silly. But today's just a wee bit different. So here we go. Blake Olson is joining us from the news department. He's going to choose our second story. And here are your headlines, gentlemen. Headline number 1, the hero we all need. Headline number 2, psst, I need a favor. Headline number 3, helping out law enforcement. And headline number 4, special problems. Mr.
Let's
Hunt.
start with special problems, please.
Special problems. Here we find ourselves in Wentzville, Missouri. A popular local restaurant is having some problems, special problems, with people using AI. Stefiana's Wentzville restaurant has been warning patrons, don't use Google AI to find out what's going on here at the restaurant. In fact, they recently posted on all of their socials, please do not use Google AI to find out our specials. Do not go on our Facebook page or our website. Please do go to our Facebook page or our website. Google AI is not accurate in telling people about what is going on here at the restaurant. In fact, it's going to tell you we have specials that do not exist and is causing angry customers to yell at our employees. We can't control what Google posts, and we will not honor any Google AI specials. Now, here's what happens. When people are Googling Stefania's and asking Google AI to tell them about the restaurant, it's saying that they do something like, order your first pizza for full price, next pizza, $4, any size. That's not true. They also says that they've got some sort of a special that during times of the day, any pizza is only $4. Also, not true. So all these people are showing up expecting to get these great deals at Stefania's in Missouri, and they're not having them. In fact, the company, or the restaurant's been owned by the family for years and years, and they said they've never, ever given away a pizza for $4. Never. All right. Blake Olson, sir. The hero we need. Psst, I need a favor, or helping out law enforcement.
The hero we need.
Yes, the hero that we all need. A Florida lawmaker is going to become all of our heroes. Yes, we are talking about Republican Representative Juan Carlos Porra of Miami. He's saying that Floridians have had enough of something, of an organization that is putting you down, an organization that is making your life miserable and controls the color you can paint your house. I'm talking about HOAs. The Republican representative is floating the idea of a bill that would ban HOAs in the state of Florida. He says that this is the free state of Florida. We can do without authoritarian boards telling a neighborhood what they can and can't do with their house. Now, there were several bills filed last year in Florida in response to complaints about HOAs. There was a Homeowners Association Bill of Rights that passed 2 years ago that was supposed to improve transparency, but if you've dealt with an HOA, you know how that goes. So Porras says he's very likely going to file the legislation. The only kicker that the people promoting the HOAs are saying is some of the stuff that we collect fees for is for like trash and street sweeping, and also for people shoveling the walks. And if you take away the HOAs, then you're going to have the city pay for that. And the people in the HOAs say, okay, you mean like everybody else? Okay, that seems fine. Yes, I don't think threatening to have you live like every other neighborhood in the state is necessarily going to work out, but let's see what happens. I love the idea of no HOAs, though. Yeah. All righty. Mr. Hunt, sir, psst, I need a favor, or helping out law enforcement.
Let's help out law enforcement.
Yeah, help out law enforcement. Just this past weekend, the transportation secretary of, he has a name I cannot pronounce, from Turkey, found himself driving along a highway near the capital of Ankara. He was listening to some folk songs and clips of speeches by the president of Turkey. In several separate shots, he showed that, man, was he enjoying his time. However, that's when he ran afoul of law enforcement. So you can see in those videos that he's exceeding the speed limit. The speed limit on that area, we won't do it in kilometers per hour because that's math is hard. 85 miles per hour is what we would expect the speed limit to be. He's doing about 130 in an 85. Whoopsies. Nice. And he posted it online. Well, the people in charge sent him a ticket. And so he then posted later on his social media accounts, yeah, they saw the video, and they gave me a ticket. And given that I'm the transportation secretary, I probably should actually follow the speed limit and do what I'm supposed to. So, yeah, he got caught. He got again, let's repeat the rule. Do not take pictures or video of any of your illegal activities.
And then post it online.
Yes, it is not for sharing. Those aren't videos. It's called evidence. That's what the law enforcement people call it. You should too. Yes. Do
Bill,
not record your illegal stuff.
We talk. My wife and I talk about this all the time about how we got through a rebellious era without social media.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
My wife's not very rebellious.
Yeah. Oh, the stuff that I could have been. Oh, that would have been awful. It would have been absolutely awful. Yeah. And look, and we got food that came over here. That's the end of You Choose the News. We got a couple of seconds here. We got food. What's over there?
All right.
Oh, we got
French toast, bacon, pancakes. We are broadcasting live from the IHOP at I-25 and Colorado Boulevard. Yum. Hey, Bobby, tell us what we got over here. Can you turn up Bobby's mic
what's over here?
I'm going to let my manager, Eric, tell you guys.
What's up, Eric?
Hey, Eric. Got just a sec here. What do we got going on over here?
We got the famous breakfast sampler.
Ooh, the breakfast sampler.
Bacon, sausage, and 2 hams.
Ooh.
Wow, that looks
bacon,
good.
sausage, ham. Nice. Yeah.
And then, of course, pancakes.
Pancakes.
We actually put the pumpkin pancakes.
No.
Is that
pumpkin pancakes?
It's already out?
Oh. Try the pumpkin pancakes.
Right around the corner.
We got to try that.
And we got the split decision right here.
Ooh.
When you can decide between pancakes or
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
Oh, we're going to go try how this tastes. This is amazing.
Live broadcast, I-25, Colorado Boulevard, IHOP, Jeff and Bill Show.